Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is my DC Multiverse 4-inch Arkham City Armoured Batman. Quite a mouthful. Now this line came out a number of years ago and I picked them up from Planet Gadget, who unfortunately is no longer in business. I got a lot of my sort of 3 3/4 inch and 4-inch small scale figures from these guys. Now unfortunately, like most Batman toys, this line did not provide a Batman that came with like the grappling hook or a batarang, which is quite unfortunate. I believe the original Arkham City Batman that they put out, because I'm pretty sure this is actually a variant, actually didn't have any accessories at all, which is really sad. They are basically both the exact same Batmans, but the suits are painted slightly different. The accessories that this one did come with though are these little blue lightning things. Now they attach to his gauntlet, there's 2 of them, and they represent the shock gloves from a character I think was called the Shocker or something like that. It was a stupid name, and I'm pretty sure he was in Arkham Origins, not Arkham City. It's been a while since I played Arkham City, so I can't quite remember if he actually had shock gloves in that. The games are somewhat of a mess, but I'm pretty sure it's the game without Mark Hamill as the Joker, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Conroy wasn't Batman. Okay game, but this isn't about games, this is about a figure. So I'll give you a spin of him. You can see he's got that sort of plastic rubberized bat cape, which is pretty stock standard. I think in many ways I kind of wish that they would go back to using like cloth or something, because it's just that much more malleable than this harsh rubber stuff. And of course it's got, like in the background here, if I can get it to focus, has like a barcode sort of thing, which is really annoying. While I've got him here, you can see he's got articulation at the knee, so it moves backwards and forwards, and there's a swivel joint there as well. He comes out at the waist on both sides, somewhat limited by his bat belt. The arms are on sort of swivel ball joints at the shoulder, but only a single hinge in the elbow, which is really unfortunate because it sort of limits the posability and stuff. So it's not as good as, you know, others, but I'm pretty sure they've all gone back to like the 5 points of articulation thing, which is really frustrating. And there's a joint here at the hips as well. Of course that's also somewhat limited by his cape and his belt. And the head does do the full, oh, there we go, Exorcist 360 spin with a slight bit of up and down movement, but not very much. Now, he does actually stand quite well. So he's one of those figures that you can probably get away with not having a base on him. You see they've done the eyes and everything. It's not just, pull it back, I'll bring him up close, hopefully this works. He's actually got eyes. They're not just those little white things that you often see with the figures. Actually there might be a bit of articulation in the feet too. No, there's not. So he's a bit like a G.I. Joe really, just not, probably not as articulated as a G.I. Joe would be. But he's a pretty nifty figure. I certainly prefer figures like this compared to the 5 points of articulation, marchy arms that are, they're just forwards and backwards or full 360 spin, sibling attack mode is probably the best way to do it, fully hyper extended legs out the front and your arms are swinging around wildly in very straight lines. Come to think of it, that would actually probably be quite hilarious to watch Batman do. It would certainly be a different way of fighting crime. Anyway, the paint apps on this figure are actually really, really good. I'm very, very pleased with it. He does have the spiking at the side of his gauntlets on both sides. And these little, if I pull them out, they just, whoop, it doesn't really work, there we go. They just attach at the sides, over the top of his gauntlets. And they look quite neat. They're a lot darker down the bottom than what they are at the top, so it really does give off that electrical effect quite well. I don't know if you'll still be able to find them now, but you might be able to. I'm pretty pleased with them. He fits inside the vehicles that came out for like the Dark Knight and stuff, and that's mainly why I got him, because I already had a Batmobile and the Bat, and I wanted a Batman that could fit inside them, so I got this Batman. And I got this Batman because he had those little extra electrical charge things. I would have loved to have had a batarang or the grappling gun too, but it just wasn't to be. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.